Okay, so to get the graphics card working on Windows on one of these 13-inch MacBooks, this is a 2017, it should work fine on a 2018. People using 15 inches are fine, but 13 inches is a big problem. I managed to figure it out. So I've uploaded this to Mediafire. You see a download link in the description. It's just got an EFI boot, so Windows can pick up the graphics card. Without this, it's not picking it up. There was a tutorial how to do it, but just extract it and put it onto either your hard drive or a USB key. I just partitioned my drive and untiled, as you see, made it very small. As these on these Macs, sometimes it's really hard to partition it, so that's the lowest I could go. So there you are. I can't even see it. It could even be less. 200, 300 meg is still a bit big, but whatever. I might even partition it a bit more so I can have something between Windows and Mac. So you just make sure you've installed the drivers. I'm using that one, the Radeon XRX Vega 64. I think it's good. Yeah, so just once you've partitioned it, you guys see the other screen. That's my hard drive. There you are. I've just set it up EFI, boot, and then whatever the thing's called there. So with that, I'm able to boot into, well, Windows. So when I boot off the EFI rather than booting Windows, and that fixed my issues, because when I was doing Windows, it just wasn't picking up this screen. Yeah, it was a bit annoying. So once you've done that, just reboot the computer. Well, hang on, actually, this bit's quite important. I'd better show you how to do this first. Okay, in your system, get that over. In your system preferences, start disk, unlock here. I'm just going to use Touch ID. And then just restart Windows. At the moment, mine's is default to Windows already. I've just done a one-time boot on a Mac, so I'm able to get into the Mac OS fine. Do that, and just make sure you're holding down the Option key when you reboot, and you must make sure you boot into EFI. Don't boot into Windows. If you boot into Windows, you get the same issue. If you boot into EFI, you should be fine. Well, you have installed the graphics card driver. If you haven't installed the graphics card driver, do that first. Just boot into Windows as normal, get the graphics card driver, and you should be fine. One more thing, I had to do a clean install of Windows for this to work. It did not work on my current setup. In fact, it did work for literally a split second. I got the screen up, it came on fine, and I just got some error message. It came on so fast, I couldn't even remember what it was right now. And I could not boot back into Windows after that. I could not boot back into Windows EFI, and I could not boot back in like normal Windows partition. I could not boot. I had to completely do a reinstall of Windows 10. Once I did that, it was fine. So lucky with the boot camp, I was able to boot into Mac to recover my files at least. Then I could just reinstall and worked fine. So I just installed Windows straight away. And the first thing I installed when I got Windows was the graphics card driver, and I thought, let me create the EFI boot partition again. So I did that from scratch, and then it worked fine for me. I don't know if that bit will help as well, but I don't know, you might get lucky and somebody could try this. If somebody, just let me know if you've done it, if it works without reinstalling Windows 10. But I'm on the latest, I'm on 10.14.5. I'll prove that. There you are. And I had to reinstall Windows, so just be aware of that, and I'm not responsible if you try it and you lose any data, so please do this at your own risk. Right now I'm just gonna play the video. I'm gonna reboot it and I'll show you what will happen when you boot from EFI. So here's the Mac off right now, it's set to Windows, so I've got the eGPU off right now. So if you didn't know this, if you just plug a Mac, one of these new Macs, into power, it would just turn on by itself, so you need to press the button. So I'm going to press the power button here of the eGPU. So let's turn that on. And quickly we're going to press options. Oh,